the other side, Chris and Moo beat out Sock Monkey and Camo, which that is
quite
like
big names, yeah.
That's much more unexpected, I think, because you know we can talk about how Emeralds and Mustard haven't been playing as much, but like this is Sock Monkey and Camo.
Yeah.
Like
Camo's always on that grind.
Yeah, like these are staples in the speedrunning community. So yeah, I'm excited to see kind of what these underrated, lesser known players have to offer us here. And
Looks like we've got the board.
Yeah, and it'll be great to see actually at least one of these teams is gonna make it up into the quarterfinals. So
very much so. And we're off.
So yeah, here we go. Let's take a look at this board here.
Is there Phil? What's going on? Why is ChrisXD grabbing seeds and flowers? Is there a goal related to that? I'm not seeing one.
I know, I don't see a Phil inventory.
I don't see Phil inventory. I don't see special items. There's eat a rabbit stew, but that's kind of not relevant.
We have some PvP right off the bat here in this village of
it's Phil a composter.
Oh,
lovely. And which team got that? And
Chris and Moo are gonna be the ones to play that one first. Yes, that's gonna be the first. The board, a little PvP, but no actual deaths played. Fight over that composter. Hello.
My internet has gone. Oh dear. My internet's dying, but it's fine.
Okay, I think Discord is having issues. We'll try and get this sorted ASAP. Give me 1 second. I think this is wait. Sorry about the technical difficulties. Because the POVs are fine, so my internet's fine, but my Discord's like GG. So I don't know.
Wait, let me try.
What's going on with the game?
Okay, hello?
Hello.
Are we back? Here. There we go. I think this is better.
Hello?
Yes. Okay, we're back.
The game's going on.
Let's go.
We're back.
that was
I
crazy.
think it's whatever server that was hosting the Discord channel that we were in just fucking died. But I switched our server. We're on an NA server now, so it's working.
Yeah. We're still only 0-1 though, so it's fine. We're 4 minutes in, but to be fair, a lot of these aren't early game.
Yeah, no, nothing like too important that we missed, honestly. So it's fine. We're just grinding out some villages here. Are we getting? I think Moo is going for this potato.
Maybe? Oh yes, poison potato. What other things are going to be easy? Oh, and looks like got the mossy stone wall and also got the full gold armor set, which is good.
And that's it looks like okay, while we were gone was headed out into the ocean here, and definitely a good play here on this seed. We have not too many ocean things, but enough.
AkaStu's in a fight now. with ChrisXD wins the fight despite wearing a pumpkin head for the wear a pumpkin for 5 minutes, which is crazy. He's the GOAT. But to be fair, massively outgeared, has a diamond axe. I don't know how he got it because I wasn't here because the server was crashing out. But it's cool. It's a big win.
Yes, and we're seeing. Oh no, okay. Moon's just taking a hunger reset. I was like, what is
Yeah.
happening? Okay, so let's talk more about this board. We have let's see.
Food,
Yeah, so
food.
we have a lot of
Food's a
food
big
stuff.
one.
Yeah, we have eat
Yep.
10 unique items, eat 25
25.
unique item or
Yeah.
is it unique items or
Yes, 25
Okay.
unique different foods.
which is a lot. That's like a lot of things. That's going to be a bit of a grind.
Yeah,
But we also have rabbit stew, we have poison potato, so there's lots of options. We have
this is
bake a
true.
cake or eat a cake.
That doesn't count for the eating a food goal.
No, it does not.
No. But it's still more food. It's still gobbling. We've also got some funky ones. Use a loom. I think that's to design a banner. Things like make a pistons quite easy. Telescope advancement quite nice. Full set of leather armor all dyed. That's fun. That's a nice one.
Yeah. And the loom, sometimes you can find them in villages. Obviously, there was
Yes.
not one in this village because otherwise we would have completed that advancement. So it does take a
Cheap
little
to
bit more
craft,
work.
though.
You have to get some string, which is kind of the most
Yeah.
annoying part of it. So that's gonna find some spiders. And we have Moo already in a cave here. So
Yeah.
that is gonna be working towards some of these things like
Things like dispenser is that.
dispenser,
And
piston.
piston. It's a lovely overlap if you can get them both. Imagine if skeleton drops a bow. It doesn't. But
and
if
also
only.
the spyglass as well. You need
Yes, very much so. Some
a
amethyst
geode for
there.
that.
Yeah.
A
Ooh,
mushroom island.
island.
Hello. We
Is
don't need
there...
we don't
No,
need
but
the
it's like
mushroom
2 free food items though. So
Oh, true. With the mushroom stew. Yes.
yeah,
And
mushroom stew, suspicious stew.
yeah,
Get them both done.
I believe OK has potentially already eaten a suspicious stew.
Oh, probably
but
that would make sense.
yeah, you can at
Mushroom
least
stew, definitely.
Oh, and
beef, yes, lovely.
yeah.
Why are you getting rid of the leather armor?
Wait, we need the no, there's still leather in his inventory.
No, but he's got two. He had almost a full set of leather armor.
Uh-oh, a little mistake
That
there.
he's just thrown away.
Yeah.
Which is, it's. I know you want to clear your inventory up, but you only need 3 more leather there. You could have got that from the mushrooms.
Yeah, you could have just
dye
killed another
them.
one. Oh no.
And yeah, maybe you got to wear them and then death reset because maybe one of them's got curse of binding or something. But ChrisXD here is killing the horses. A, crime against horsemanity. B, he's going to be able to dye all of the leather armor and then you're going to be lost and it's all your fault, okay? Because you could have done it. Terrible, terrible, terrible.
Mm-hmm.
But, they'll make it up, surely. Because he's just found a geode.
Oh, okay, that is good for the spyglass. That is a really
Yes.
lucky geode to pick up on.
Yeah. Lovely trade-off.
And we're going to be seeing a is it AkaStu?
AkaStu, yes.
AkaStu, okay.
I don't know, something like that. AkaStu makes sense. Getting that brick wall, though.
Yeah.
Oh, and they got 5 minutes.
Oh, nice.
5 minutes
Okay,
to
finally can take that off.
We won. Yeah. There was a little bit of a talk before this game between us saying that this game might end up being, quite a long one because, it's not necessarily some of those top runners that have been cranking out, sub 20 lockout times. However, we've currently got a 4-1 lead 8 minutes in. It's pretty good.
That being said, I think, Moo and Chris have a lot of things going for them. They're going to get this leather armor first just because of that mistake from OK. And also Moo in a cave for a good period of time although Moo didn't get any redstone in that cave.
Oh dear.
Which
so
is
what are you wanting to craft? Maybe they go for the enter. There's the enter nearby spawn. But you don't get very much from the nether.
And the poison potato actually taken from shipwreck here from OK. So that is going to be another one on the board, as well as a good building towards these food items.
Yeah.
So I think so far, OK and AkaStu are going to be ahead for that food
Yeah,
items.
with a lovely lead. But Chris is definitely going to get the different armor here.
Mhm.
Surely. Yeah, and they get the 10 foods, does AkaStu and AK.
Yeah.
So, well on their way. Definitely in the lead to the 25, but also just 6-1.
Yeah, we have...
and AkaStu taking damage there with the lava bucket to eat more.
And
Get rabbit
AkaStu
stews
finds
done.
rabbits. Gets rabbit stew.
Yeah,
That
probably
is
trading with villagers, I'm imagining.
Yeah.
But also look at the amount of loot that OK has in his inventory.
Hold on. We might get some PvP here.
Might
I
we?
believe, is Moo and AkaStu in the same village?
Ooh, maybe. If so, AkaStu Diamond Axe surely takes it. Like, a Diamond Axe is so strong. I mean, yeah, it's only like 1 more damage than a Stone Axe, but it's that reload time. It's just quicker.
And they also have more armor as well. Got the iron boots and pants versus no armor here for Chris. I think both of these players are working towards the loom right now, killing spiders, getting some wool. Oh, and here comes the PvP. AkaStu is chasing Moo down. Boom.
Moo's dead.
A quick and efficient death here. But Moo did set their spawn in the village, so they are going to be able to potentially come back. But AkaStu's just out, taking the death, picking up those items and just running away. I think that's a good choice. You don't want to get back into a PvP again and lose. So
very much so. It's just a losing battle if they try to go for anything, really.
Yeah. And that's going to put Moo at a pretty big disadvantage here, having to recollect all of their basic tools and items, and giving AkaStu kind of a lot of time here to get away from the village, put some distance. Full dyed leather armor is going to go in favor of Chris. That's finally 2 on the board for them, but a pretty big lead here. I'm nothing's in the bag. Comebacks are possible, but we already have the geode for OK, so that spyglass is pretty locked in.
Yeah, and OK's got so much loot. He's got like 20 odd iron just there. So much gold, emeralds, everything you could need, really. I'm trying to think about what like the next line could be. AkaStu then gets the loom to design a banner. 8-2.
Yeah.
Like, if AkaStu finds 2 bits of redstone and a bit of string, then suddenly it's going to be 10-2. Enter the nether, and there's like 3 that you can just get pretty easily if you wrangle it right.
Yeah. So it's looking pretty tough here for Chris and Moo to take this back. Because there's quite a few advancements still available to be taken. I just feel like OK and AkaStu have such an advantage on so many of them. Yeah. And even like looking at Chris's inventory as they just kind of opened it up, there's not a lot in there.
No, it's focused on, getting the leather, and that's great, but leather's only going to get you so much. It's only going to get you that 1 goal. And it's a good goal to have, but really, I think they need to be looking at putting somebody in the nether. Because, there's not that many goals there, but actually, it's about half the goals left on the board. So,
and Okrzej. Okay, thank you for telling us how to pronounce it. We've just been
butchering it. Yeah,
we've just been shortening it.
Yeah.
On that note as well, I noticed AkaStu does find a brewing stand in this village, and that is going to be a good one for later. We do have one of the things, as I believe, just use. What is the?
Was that like bottle? 18 foods? I think. The bottles. I think one of them might even be. I think one of them is health, obviously, and I think the other's weakness. 13 of 25 foods. Sorry. So a little way to go, but they've definitely got a little bit of a lead there.
Okay, no, AkaStu did take the brewing stand. I was gonna say hello.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have 3 players here in some caves. Finally, some redstone for Chris. That is a big one. We have what, 3 things with redstone?
Yes, 3.
Piston, powered rails,
also
and hopper.
Getting redstone and already has basically everything needed to craft at least the piston, maybe the rails, you know. And AkaStu getting into that nether pretty much immediately now. It's looking no, but Butcher's the thing, but it's fine. He saved
It's
it.
fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Saved it. It's okay. They're gonna clutch it.
Yeah, I like this choice from Okrzej and AkaStu to have one player going in the nether, one player
Yeah.
in the caves right now. I think that's the best bet.
Yes, definitely.
Oh, piston there, right done from Okrzej.
Lovely.
And I believe we have powered rails as well.
Yeah. Just do they have the wood?
Yes, there we go.
Yes,
Powered rails done for
lovely.
Okrzej.
10-3.
And Hopper done by Chris, though. So it's going to finally get another one.
Yeah.
Chris kind of stealing that out from Okrzej, who was working on the same goal at the same time. But given that Okrzej was able to craft, that piston and the rails just a touch faster, I would say Chris was probably only a couple minutes away. That's tough. That's really tough for Chris and Moo. We're at 10-3 now. I think it's pretty safe to say this match is
nearly
kind of
over. But as soon as they enter the nether, really, AkaStu, find a bastion and you're gonna get not quite 9 lives unless you get ridiculously unlucky. And beyond that, you're probably looking at riding a Strider, and if OK can get into that nether too, then it's going to be quite an easy time getting that spyglass advancement. So that's the line that they're playing for, I'd imagine. But obviously, you got to always be playing for everything, because you never know what quite's going to happen. But it looks like both Chris and Moo are a little way away from the nether. To be fair, Moo could go and enter at AkaStu's portal, maybe. If they can find it.
That's true.
So I don't think they went that far away from spawn, but.
So what is Okrzej missing for the spyglass here? Oh, just the
copper.
The
but they're
copper,
getting
yeah.
it now.
And then having AkaStu in this nether here. Oh, is that a bastion? Or is that just SSV? Or SS? Soul Sand?
Yeah, I think it's just a Soul Sand Valley.
Yeah. Never mind. Okay. But bastion, yes, for this anchor and fortress for the saddle.
Yeah.
Now it's not the only place you can find a saddle, but it is generally the most consistent, easiest to find.
Yeah.
Temples in this version have been hella nerfed, and they're really not
have
nearly.
They?
Yes, yeah. They spawn way less than they do in 1.16.
Oh, that's tragic.
Like think about an AA runner, like how many friggin' temples they hit.
So much fun. You play AA and there's like 20 temples in one big desert.
Yeah. And meanwhile, in this version, the last match, who was it? Pixin from yesterday. I think it was Xenias was in the nether in a desert for a long time and didn't see a single temple. Moo entering the nether here, I believe in the same portal that AkaStu took. No, different portal.
Maybe no, that looks different. But OK is now entering, with a spyglass in hand. So,
Wait, we haven't used the spyglass yet. Hello?
No. It's not about you. You need the advancement. You got to look at certain things.
Oh, I see. Okay. What do you have to look
at? So is it a bird, which is a parrot? Is it a balloon, which is a ghast? And then I can't remember the dragon one, but there's one if you look at the dragon.
Which, we can just look at a ghast here. Oh, AkaStu and Moo here in another PvP situation. The lava, though, going to be taking Moo down.
Yeah.
And that is another death for Moo. Second death
good
at the hands of AkaStu. AkaStu is going to be able to clean up this inventory and taking this portal as well.
What's the line there? Break the portal.
I believe that's
mean,
just to try and slow down
yeah.
picking up those
But
items.
did they just drop the flint and steel?
I don't know.
Oh,
Oh,
you're just gonna
and they're
kill
back
them.
again. Yeah. Oh my
I
goodness,
suppose.
AkaStu, aggressive on this PvP. We have not seen any of these players be quite so aggressive on the PvP, breaking some beds here as well, really trying to just destroy any last hopes
Yeah.
that Chris has or Chris and Moo have
Going
here.
for food. That's a crazy play. Ugh. And then Moo finding the flint and steel that was left by AkaStu and joining the Nether again.
Yeah, I don't really know. So AkaStu is gonna pick up their items, but it's kind of or sorry, Moo's gonna pick up their items, but kind of only the unimportant things that
Yeah.
AkaStu left.
Oh, we're in Assault Sun Valley, which means ghasts should just spawn more. So OK should just get this advancement pretty soon. Because ghasts, in theory, have a bolstered spawn rate, right? I think.
Do they in SSV?
Yeah,
Yeah, I would
SSV,
think
I
so
think.
because it's like it's just
It limits what kind of
yeah.
mobs can spawn to like skeletons and ghasts.
Hello,
So
Bean. Come here.
there we go. Is the balloon 11-3? Ooh, lovely, another advancement there. Return to sender.
Everybody say hi, Bean.
Oh, hello, Bean. He's so cute.
What
No.
do you have to say? Nothing. He has no thoughts. He's
Oh,
orange.
that's sad.
He's too orange to think about anything.
Oh dear, that's a shame. Just be less orange. Think more. But yeah, no. OK doesn't even need a bastion because they've got 50 gold.
Oh my god! Wait, are we just gonna do some classic here? Okay,
I think so.
I fuck with this.
I mean, why would you? 50 gold is definitely enough to get 6 crying obsidian, right? Both Moo and Chris in the Nether.
Oh
Come in for
wait,
a cast
Chris is coming up on Okrzej. I believe. Yeah,
Yeah.
Okrzej's aware. Running away.
Gets the golden carrot off, proper lovely bit of saturation there. Heal up.
I'm guessing
Into a fortress!
Oh, a nice crit hit coming
But he's not got a shield. He's not got a shield.
from Okrzej.
This is a tricky one.
Oh.
Gets the lava off.
Oh my god!
Incredible
Just like
clutch
that,
there.
Chris getting a full over half of health bar damage onto
Yeah.
Okrzej, but the lava bucket coming in clutch out of Okrzej, winning out a third PvP fight for their team. And Okrzej is going to be able to clean up that inventory, destroy all of the items that they don't want. Wow, an impressive duo here. We're coming out from
they're
AkaStu
forfeiting.
and Okrzej. Really good with this PvP.
Yeah.
I'm very impressed. Oh, a little stream reload here. That's all right.
That was incredibly well played from AkaStu and Okrzej.
Yeah, and that's
I think Chris and Moo forfeited this round.
Yeah,
so
Moo taking another death.
One. Yeah. Unless
Wait,
they're not
did they say
forfeiting.
FF in the chat?
Yeah, they said FF forfeit.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. I would too in this situation.
I think you play it out. I mean
11-3.
You can clutch up. 0% forfeit rate. That's what I need in MCSL ranked. I don't have it.
Okay, whatever. Okay, but not FFing in any percent is very different than
This is
FFing
true.
in a longer version like this.
This is
So,
true.
first round, first match on the boards for AkaStu and Okrzej. Like we said, two teams that we haven't really seen. They haven't been on the mainstream yet.
Yeah.
Names that we don't know quite as well. And so far, I'm becoming an AkaStu and Okrzej believer.
Me too.
Kind of rooting for these guys.
I want them to take the tournament.
Like, damn.
Like they're playing good.
Yeah, like showing us why they beat out Mustard and Emeralds.
Yeah.
They also won their first match versus Maskers and Skelly.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm really impressed. I think, we had a couple of small mistakes. We forgot about the leather armor.
Yes, very much
That's kind of
so.
just like a mental hard. It's sometimes hard to the board is so big and we're just sitting here
Yeah.
yapping. So it's easy to kind of forget things here and there. But that's definitely something to think about long term if they want to keep progressing in this tournament. But really proving themselves with the PvP. That is where they are really standing out to me.
Yeah, that clutch was crazy. You know, a shieldless fight against somebody with a shield is a really difficult one to win. And, you know, that last minute lava bucket absolutely saved them. That could have actually turned the match around, to be fair.
Yes.
You know, which makes sense that they lose that fight and forfeit, because that's the last ditch effort.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if you're able to pick up all of the inventory of AkaStu there, you also have the fortress, so you're kind of guaranteed a saddle, guaranteed all that gold to trade for. So
Potions.
yeah, there's a lot of things here that totally could have changed things around. And it was a good effort out of Chris. Like
Very
Chris
much so.
got a really nice early crit off. Got AkaStu quite low. I think we were on like 4 hearts or something like that.
Yeah.
But I think something, a lot of PvP, like most of my PvP experience is from like playing 1A, like Bed Wars, things like that, where you don't have access to these extra creative options like lava buckets. And I think that's where we've been really seeing PvP shine, where they're able to
Yeah.
think outside of the box and use lava, use height advantage, use all these different things um, to win out these fights.
Yeah. 1.9 plus has become a lot more of a situational game and how you choose to play rather than who's just mechanically better necessarily, which I think is a lot more interesting, really.
No, for sure.
Especially in a bingo-like situation. You know, despite having, you know, they had different advantages. You know, I think it was okay. Their armor was better, their tools were better, but they didn't have a shield.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and actually a shield is so strong. So, you know, it's a really nice dynamic there. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the next match to see whether actually maybe they go for even more PvP.
Yeah, this is
an idea.
as well kind of been the most PvP aggressive team I think we've seen
Definitely.
in the tournament on stream at least.
Yeah.
And I love it. I'm
It's
bloodthirsty.
fun.
It's
It's fun.
content. It's content.
It is content.
And I think it makes the matches so much more interesting because when we watch games that people aren't excited about the PvP, there's sometimes a lot of RNG goes into play. Like who finds a jungle first, who finds a village first, who finds whatever first. And that kind of sucks. Like you never want to lose to RNG. And then, we kind of also see very unique skills coming out as far as sorry, I'm like so distracted. Look at my cat.
He's so cute.
Man
But, like,
spreader. Anyways,
it's satisfying when a team just plays the board so incredibly well and just absolutely shreds through them without the PvP though. So I think there's a bit of a duality there. Because, like, if the board's a bit rubbish, it's a little bit slow and the game's going on a bit, I think all we need is PvP to spice it up. But actually, if there's a team that's out there and they're just going to absolutely blitz through the board, then I'm always happy to see that. Those kind of decision making and mechanics going hand in hand, oh, I love them. So satisfying.
yeah, so we're into the second match here, second board. A very interesting board. We have
I'm
a lot
looking
of
at it and I think
things
it's horrible.
going on. It's horrible. Did you say?
Like, there's some that are really nice and easy. There's like a bookshelf, there's tame a cat, get TNT, 15 levels, fill a composter, those kind of things. But then there's breed foxes, which is horrible.
So RNG dependent.
You know, there's, get the height limit of the world. There's, go to the top of bedrock. All the horse armors. I look at them and I think they're not fun to play.
Immediately, crafting table was on there. I didn't even notice. Use a crafting table. AkaStu is going to take that one first. That's literally just
no, it's not use a crafted table. It's unique craft.
Oh, most unique craft. Sorry, you're
Yeah,
right. Yes.
it's
So that
crazy.
one is going to be one of those ones that can go back and forth between the teams
Yes.
throughout the match. So right now it is in the hands of AkaStu and okay, but that can totally change. So first real advancement is going to be that composter in the hands of
Yeah.
Chris.
But I do think that it's an interesting one. That I think it's honestly one of my favorite advancements in the game. The most crafts, because
Mhm.
like you just see some people, like I know that Feinberg did it in his match, and I'm sure other people have too, where like they go to the bastion and suddenly they have like 50 different things that they can craft because they do all the different variants of different types of quartz, of all the different black stones. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's a really fun one. I really enjoy some of these advancements that, change hands
Yeah.
throughout the match. It's just I don't know, it's so fun. We have used a smithing table here. Is that
Yeah.
what they're called? Yeah.
Yes, smithing table. No, grindstone. Smithing table's the
Grindstone.
other one. Smithing
Oh yeah.
table is the netherite rubbish.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
one.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of RNG on this board. Cat's nether brick stair is so
Cats not
annoying.
RNG. Cats are like the least RNG,
Okay, no,
really.
that's true. Foxes though,
Like,
sorry. Foxes,
no,
horse armor.
foxes are horrible.
Yeah.
Horse armor's annoying. This sniper duel, which honestly I think's a nightmare when you're trying to do it with just a normal bow. Because the skeletons just don't ever want to play arrow. There's also bees, I think that's wax a copper block. That's not fun. And the problem is there's not very much on this board that's a good overlap. Other than like brick fence and bookshelf. Like they're the only things I'm looking at and thinking, oh, that's a nice overlap. And they're probably going to be done early game. Ooh, okay, messing up with the boat. Just pure luck there, falling one of the very few numbers that kills you when you're in a boat. It's crazy.
Yeah, and sorry, I'm looking. What is so there's one that's reach height limit. Oh my god, okay, taking so much damage again. Hello, careful. Okay, finding their stuff. That was scary. What is the other cloud one?
Levitation.
Oh.
There's get to the height limit of the overworld and there's get levitation. Which is looking like I think the only end game thing. So we might end up having a really horrible search for end cities from everybody.
Yeah, that hopefully Antoine is saying it's not going to be 12-12, don't worry. See, we say that, but then we had a game where it almost came down to don't pick up Obby, and that was not ideal. So let's just hope, fingers crossed, we don't get
such a horrible thing to have. Don't pick up Obby, especially when there's like end game things on the board. Because actually, as soon as you can pick up Obby, then end game stuff gets literally 10-15 minutes faster.
Yeah, because when you can't pick up Obby, you can't do any kind of blind travel, any kind of...
You can't trade with piglins, really.
Yeah, or you can, but you have to be so careful about it. It's so frustrating. Yeah.
Or you've got to be able to, you've got to have the resources to craft a hopper or whatever.
Yeah.
But if you're in the nether, you know what you need? You need iron. How do you get iron? Trade with piglins.
Yeah, very, very annoying.
Yeah.
So yeah, very interesting board. Oh my god, we have used a
jukebox.
Jukebox, that's what it's called. I was gonna call it a DJ table, and I know that's not what it's called.
No, we should make a texture pack where it's a DJ table.
A DJ
They should make that where you can put 2 discs on and you can mix them together.
Yes.
You could have a mashup of weight and blocks. Yes, my favorite.
Dude, you got to be able to craft a USB stick with redstone or something.
Yes.
Put redstone on a disc, and then you can craft a USB stick and DJ deck.
Surely this is a mod already.
Oh, surely. I'm sure it
Surely.
exists. Any mod you can think of, somebody's probably made it.
DJ mod.
Are you looking it up?
Yeah, of course I have. DJ party mod.
Amazing.
DJ it was a Dan TDM mod. Aesthetic speaker towers for left and right sides. Dance floor with 2 modes. Laser light. Smoke machine. Recording unit to create up to 50 songs!
Woo!
That's crazy. I want to play around with this one. Anyway, it looks like OK is entering the Nether, which is good because there's a lot of Nether stuff on
There's a
this
lot
board.
of other stuff here. Meanwhile, AkaStu is working on that
Getting bricks.
brick
Yeah.
brick wall. I would love to see AkaStu task overlapping this with something else. But
Very much so.
there's just so little you can task overlap on this board.
Basically just bees. But bees are awkward to find, so I don't blame them.
Yeah. Now in the Nether here. Oh, wait. Hello? Did we forget something?
Yeah, wood maybe? Gets
We're
a
making
chest?
interesting. What are we putting in the chest?
Spare tools in case death.
Okay, I like this. This is fair. Fair
It's a
enough.
consistency. Oh, no. Crazy tech. With boats? Are they gonna, like, go through lava or
We're gonna
something?
do Nether roof, I think.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes
Yeah.
sense. And then just die.
So the only thing though is that we are forgetting something. Well, maybe you can do it with 2 boats. I've always seen Nether roof done with a boat and 2 trapdoors.
No, I think there was
So
2 boat tech. I don't know it, but I've
I don't know what
heard
2
people
boats.
talking
Okay,
about
there's
it.
stuff.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm so basic. The only tech I know is Pearl Ladder.
Yeah.
And
No,
minecart, I think. There's some minecart.
the 2 boats and the boat and trapdoor is actually pretty easy. You just have to be at the right oh, you place a second boat on top. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah. Yeah. So should be fine. I feel like most players that play a decent amount of Lockout know how to get onto the Nether roof. And you know, if OK dies here, obviously OK is planning on dying, just going into the Nether roof and then dying because uh there's not really much you can do up there unless you have obsidian to get out. So uh
Yeah, okay, I'll get this tech right, because if they didn't know the tech, they wouldn't be going for it.
yeah.
Yeah. Looks like they're finding a good spot, maybe.
Yeah, it's about finding the right Y level here on
Yeah.
this. Yeah, we're not finding it. We need to go.
It's really tricky because bedrock just generates in the most awful way.
Yeah.
But they'll find it eventually, and they're definitely going to get it first because nobody else is anywhere near. Moon's getting so much wood. What's this for? Trading, maybe, but what with? What for? Oh, they're going to go to sky limit. Surely they get another type of wood. They're not just going to do it with birch. Because you can alternate slabs and just go twice as high. So
Yeah.
surely they're going to whip out that tech. In which case you literally only need like 16 of
That
each
being
log.
said, if I was Moo here, I would actually pause that plan because we found a jungle. And in a jungle,
Yes.
you have vines, which is an easy death by vines. Now, I don't know if Moo has any oh no, we don't
Nothing
have
to
wool.
respawn, yeah.
Yeah, we don't have wool. So that's gonna be that's tough. This
Maybe
is
you
one of
play
those seeds.
nobody else is going to get vines yet because I've found the jungle. I'm going to do what I can immediately and then I'm going to die later.
Yeah, just pick up
There's
the vines
Nether
at the very
Roof,
least.
Okrzej.
Oh, nice.
5'9", lovely. Not 5'9",
being said-
5'3". How did I misread that?
That being said, I don't even think Moo has shears. No, Moo doesn't even have shears, so we can't even
No.
pick up these vines. That's
Yeah. Yeah, because
that's
you could
tough.
just take the vines up and then die from there, which would be lovely.
Yeah.
ChrisXD also going into the Nether. So, really all to play for. Whoever finds that fortress first, could be nice and lovely for them. AkaStu finding a ruined portal with a gold block. I don't know. Oh, that could help for clock if you go mining. So, yeah.
Yeah, because
That's
what's the
the
clock
line,
recipe
maybe.
again?
You need 4 gold and 1 redstone, I think.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
The other thing in this fortress or in the Nether is finding some horse armor.
Yeah, very much so. Get that fortress.
Yeah.
What's Okrzej doing?
Are we just trying to find a cave? I think nope. I don't know what we need.
Getting stone, maybe? Get a furnace? But what's the furnace for? What's the line that I don't
Oh,
see?
we are heading back into the Nether.
It must be beyond me.
But to be fair, a furnace is just helpful to have in
This
general.
is true. This is true. Oh, it's for smelting. It's for smelting nether brick. But also gets the soul campfire, which is lovely. So 6-3 already.
I think this
Yeah.
is going to be a 2-0.
Well, I wouldn't count Chris and Moo out just yet.
No. We're not, we're not
They're-
at the point of no return.
They've got an advantage on levels. They're gonna get the 15 levels most likely.
Yeah, we're at
and
8.
OK is now wasting their time mining quartz.
That's
And
true.
they don't know that. So this actually is like, unless Okrzej moves on now, which is what they should be doing, they're gonna waste so much time. So we'll see what they do.
Yeah, heading back to the overworld again.
More wood.
And I wouldn't be surprised if they're heading back, yes. Or no, I don't know. AkaStu here killing
Sniper jewel, maybe.
yeah, and AkaStu hitting some creepers here because this was
Ooh.
one thing we have to make TNT, which
Yeah.
oh my god. Oh my god, skeleton riding a spider, period.
Spider jockey. Woo!
But yeah, killing creepers here is an important one because we have crafting tea, and this is
Yeah.
a good one to rush.
Nearly enough gunpowder as well.
Yeah, and this is a good one
That
to
is
rush.
enough gunpowder.
The second we hit there we go. The second we hit nighttime, you want to rush that, right? Because that's
Yeah,
going to be your
definitely.
first opportunity to get gunpowder unless you come across a temple.
Killing spiders here for string. Gonna be getting those arrows, killing that skeleton. Gonna be wanting to prep for sniper duel. But what is OK doing? Getting back in that nether, it looks like, which is good. What you need to do, you want to be looking for that fortress. You don't want to fall into that trap of mining for levels, because Chris is just going to beat you to it with 14 levels already. Nearly there. And the fortress is there for OK. So, you might as well send it. Look for that horse armor. Make sure that you get the stairs and,
And that is the red nether brick stair, not just a regular nether brick stair. So we do need nether wart as well.
Which is why we need the fortress,
Yeah. Occasionally you get a fort without nether wart, but that's pretty rare.
That's ridiculously rare. I mean, it's a thing that happens, and I think it bugs out on servers a little bit more, to be fair. But yeah. Also, we're about to see 7-5 because Moo is alternating those slabs, which is what we want to see. But they're gonna get that sky limit goal, and Chris did just get those 15 levels. So we said we looking like a 2-0, but they're coming back. They're clutching up, and Moo lands in water.
Yeah, I think that water was pre-planned. So that's very good.
It means they can die to the vine. Don't eat. Why are you eating? Go die to the vine.
But we don't have a bed.
No, they don't need a bed. They've got nothing on them. They've got no loot. Just die to the vine. Get the goal. Like, life doesn't mean that much. At least in Lockout. If you need to die for a goal, you die for the goal. There's your AkaStu looking like they're about to get sniper duel, hopefully, if all goes well, which is lovely. But I don't see what Moo can be doing that's going to be benefiting them more than taking that goal. Are they looking to get in the nether? They've already got a teammate in the nether, and another person in the nether with less gear isn't going to help that much.
We can be looking
because Chris has found the bastion.
Ooh, what?
This could help a lot, just in terms of raw gear. like getting through the terrain. And if you look at it realistically, like they're gonna want to be playing that long game because they are at the disadvantage. You know, you're gonna
And
want to get this stuff.
sorry, we got distracted. Chatters are reminding us here. This fort sucks. There is no bad part of the fort, which
Well,
means
why is there no bad part? It's crazy.
sometimes I said sometimes it happens, which means
It
no
does-
nether wart. Yeah, so Okrzej is actually just leaving this fortress. There's
No,
nothing.
Is
There's no
that a
chest.
housing bastion though? For Chris, is it housing?
I can't wait. I can't see.
He's not
Oh,
looked at it properly. Is it housing or bridge?
wait, we're
Because
not
it
even
looks like
hitting
one of the
this.
two. No, but if it's housing, then you're throwing so hard because there's water at the bottom.
Yes, exactly.
But you're just leaving. You need to look. Look. Oh dear. But also, say Okrzej is chasing Chris, which I don't know if he is, but he could be. You know, then maybe we're throwing because we're leading him to the bastion.
And okay, side note here, Okrzej is going to be finding some vines here in this red biome. Meanwhile, Chris is going to be finding striders, so we are going to get breed striders for
Ooh.
him, and that's going to be both breed
Oh, it was
striders
breed traders, yeah.
and breed for mob types. Actually, I don't know if we have that on the board or not, but we are going to have it now. Okrzej though, going for the dyed of vines here. Oh,
Oh,
we
die
messed
by
it up.
falling off vines.
Oh, no, we didn't. No,
Got
we
die
didn't.
by
We
falling off
didn't.
vines,
Okay,
which
okay.
is weird because I was practicing that the other day, and it wouldn't work. It was really strange. I tried falling off on half a heart. I tried falling off on full health. I couldn't die to vines, which was odd. But there it worked, despite the the message not being related. But what is Okrzej doing now? Are they going to go back for their gear? Are they going to stay in the overworld?
I feel like
Bit
it's not worth it
confused.
to go back for
It's
your
a
gear.
bridge by the looks of it for Chris. Ooh, what if they? It's fine. There's no brutes there. Probably because they've killed them. Surely. Getting arrows, wonderful.
Do we have? Oh, we do have some discs here in this bastion. Do we need to use the jukebox, or can we just
Yes,
craft it?
I
Okay,
think it's use.
so that is good for them. I didn't think about that one. So much easier to get a jukebox from from a bastion, or sorry, not a jukebox, to get a disc from a bastion instead of doing the kind of stereotypical way, which is having a skeleton shoot a creeper. It's with a flaming arrow. It's like so obnoxious to do, so much easier
Yeah.
to find in a bastion.
Very much so. And looks like it's daytime now, which means AkaStu didn't manage to get Sniper Duel, which is a shame. Okrzej back in the nether, going to be looking for their stuff, I'd imagine, hoping it's not despawned. Back in the awful fortress.
Yeah.
And there's nothing they can do there, really. I mean, they could get a brewing stand, they could go for a weakness potion, I guess, because they need to get weakness, that's one of the things. But you know, there's other lines. Oh no! AkaStu manages to save this skeleton, so should still be able to get Sniper Duel. Just do not break that boat. Make sure you hit the skeleton. Otherwise, you break the boat. It runs, dies
To fire.
to fire. Yeah, come on. But didn't manage to get it. But didn't kill the skeleton.
Oh, and
This
the skeleton did get out of the boat here. Okay, putting him back in some blocks. We're gonna
Are
attempt
you
number
going
2.
far enough away?
I think we are. Yeah,
I hope it's 50 blocks.
yeah, we have our F3 open here.
Yeah, so surely counting.
What is it?
ChrisXD trading with piglins. Only got 2 piglins at the moment. This is certainly not the most efficient bridge route, but it's a bridge route nonetheless. Yeah.
You know, slow and steady does the trick, I guess.
Well, very slow and I guess it's steady. Still got 2 stacks of gold to trade. Doesn't look like they've got very much yet, but they've got this advantage of being in the bastion because it means that they've got so many crafts just open up to them. Um,
Yes, for that unique crafts. So even
there's
though it
more
looks
piglins
like
there. Are they going to bait these pigs along? Surely, yeah. It gets out the gold block.
yeah, even though it is technically 8-6 on the board, it is more really 7-6 just because that unique craft can go either way at
Yes,
any
it
time.
can definitely. And we might be seeing a lovely comeback here. Getting
Mhm.
more pigs here for Chris, unless they kill him. And his bridge set's on fire, but it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. He's gonna root this bastion like a pro. It's all good. Sub
One
2
thing
bastion split. It's
that
fine.
is a little bit annoying about playing Lockout versus regular RSG, obviously, first of all, the brutes, but the other fact is that you can't change your difficulty. So you can't change your difficulty to hard to make the piglins aggro better. So piglin
Yeah,
routing is just like more
it's
inefficient,
a lot
and
more
it's
awkward.
yeah,
Yeah, they also spawn less because of the brutes. So
yeah.
there's just automatically a disadvantage there. Um, and actually, when you're killing the brutes, you can often accidentally kill actual piglins. So
hmm hmm
yeah, AkaStu getting a load of food here.
Did
Still not
not.
managing to pull off sniper duel.
Yeah, yeah, that's unfortunate. It looks like their skeleton died here to the daytime, so we're gonna have to try again uh the next night. Or you can also potentially do it in a cave. The caves are decently big, so it makes it a little bit easier,
This is
but
true.
it's still kind of uh more frustrating just because you don't have quite so open terrain.
Yeah. But Chris has got a load of pearls now, which is lovely. Leaving the bastion. What's he got in his inventory though? Um, I couldn't see. But does he have a bunch of nether brick? It doesn't look like it. Because if he did, that would be so wonderful and lovely, because all you'd need is a little bit of wart. 25 unique items. Ooh, they're getting close to each other.
Yeah, this board getting a little bit interesting now. Oh, somebody got weakness. Who got weakness?
Um,
Chris got weakness? No,
no.
it must have been Moo.
Must have been from a suspicious stew,
Oh,
maybe?
yes, suspicious stew. That's definitely I see the bowls
Yeah.
in Moo's inventory. We had some mushrooms in this dark oak. Um yeah, so we are now up to basically 7-7 just because that unique crafts can go either way. And excuse me, a temple here for AkaStu. That is
Ooh.
really helpful. Like I said, temples spawn a lot less in this version, but getting
You got
it
two notch apples.
we got it 2 and we
That's
got
pretty incredible.
oh my god, that's crazy. 2 notch apples and a regular gapple.
Yeah. Some gold horse armor. You can craft leather, which means you only need 2 more.
Yeah,
Um,
we need iron and diamonds.
yeah, I mean, you
Now,
still need leather, but like you can craft it, so you
yeah.
don't have to worry about it
You
really.
can also craft iron.
Uh,
Crafting
Spamming random crafts there up to 41. Just random buttons, iron ingots, lovely. That's exactly the kind of play we want to be doing to keep onto the lead of the items crafted. There's a disparity of about 16 items there, I think, which is insane. Especially because Chris has, had the Bastion, should have so many more crafts. But
mhm.
you just don't think of them a lot of the time, all
Yeah,
the
and I don't
points
think
and
Chris
stuff.
has really done any crafts outside of the regular,
Yeah.
8% that we do. It's still a pretty full inventory.
Surely AkaStu mines even more because there was just some andesite there. You just get all the andesite blocks.
Yeah.
Takes 30 seconds, but you just, you get another 6, 7, 8. It's just nice.
Now
But
Chris is at this fortress. I believe it's
what
the same.
is
Oh
it the
no, we
same
went past
one?
it. What are we doing?
Oh. Maybe knows it's bad, maybe he's looking for another one or trying
Yeah,
to
like
get
is it
the
worth it
position.
to get your rods right now for potential levitation? I don't know. It's kind of a really lot of time spent for an advancement that for only one advancement.
To be fair, they do need 8 advancements to win.
True. It's
So
very possible we end up going until levitation.
yeah. I mean Yeah, I mean, because there's one that can pass through hands, then I mean, it's a little bit less likely to have to go for it, but it's definitely still a possibility. AkaStu getting a load of iron there, but what's the iron for?
Okay, AkaStu going for sniper duel again with this skeleton
Ooh,
in
maybe.
this cave. Are we able to get far enough away, though, is the question. This cave isn't huge.
Solution: you do a redstone line and a piston, and you just drop the arrow. I mean, it's definitely the wrong play entirely, completely and utterly. But it's a setup, and it's consistent.
Okay, let's see. Can we do
Is
it?
this going to be far enough? Surely not.
Oh my god, this dripstone is in the way.
Dies to dripstone. How are you going to hit this line? This line is
This
actually
line is
crazy.
not good.
1 iron. What are you getting the iron for? A
Oh,
pickaxe.
an iron pick. Okay, yeah.
Is it just for unique crafts, or is it because you want an iron
No,
pick?
it's because he had a stone pick. Oh my god, I don't know. I'm really questioning if AkaStu's spending a lot of time on this sniper duel situation.
Okay, no. Here is the tech. Here is the tech. It's crazy tech. It's crazy. You find redstone, you make a target block. You then make a trapdoor and you do like a reverse bullseye setup. And this isn't what he's doing at all. Is he gonna,
No.
he's gonna burn the wood.
Wait, this is smart. Wait, I like this a lot.
I love it. I love it. A little makeshift random setup. I live for it. It's incredible. No, he's too close. He's too close.
Yeah, we're struggling to get the arrow to stay in the wood block. I would put more than
You
one
need-
arrow. You want to be sure that
Yeah,
you get
you
it.
put a couple. Yeah. Does he have more than 1 arrow?
I don't know.
But he's gonna
Okay.
light it on fire and he's gonna run. And you run just as far as you can.
Yeah.
Dig. Mine. Oh no, there's a line. It's okay. ChrisXD in a bad part of a fort, which is exactly what he needs for the horse armor. But he's leaving
And
the
through
bad
the
part
nether
of the
brick
fort.
stair.
No, he's going back into the bad part of the fort. He's got nether wart.
Okay, here's nether wart. Okay. Oh, bro, pick up the nether wart.
No, he's got it in his inventory already. He's got 10.
Okay. Do we have the stone? The stair? Pick up the
because
stair, bro.
You can't just put it on the stair. You need to smelt netherrack into nether brick.
Yeah.
But he had it. He had nether brick, but he threw it out at the bastion.
Bro. Okay. Pick up more. Pick up. This is stressing me out. You have 2 things to do in the fortress, and you haven't done either of them.
Doing the setup with 1 arrow still. I don't like this. No, burns the skeleton. You don't have water. You don't have water. Kills the skeleton.
Bro, we've spent so much time on sniper duel. This is and also
Honestly,
we're almost at 30 minutes. Like, just wait until the next night cycle and do it.
Yeah, it's close. Going for gold now to get the clock. You know, that's a good one.
Yeah, we should be getting clock. We should be getting jukebox.
Oh, but it runs in lava and eats a notch apple.
It's okay.
You do not need to be eating a notch apple right now. Save it.
I mean, it's fine. It's fine. We have 2.
Yeah, you do have 2. But like, you could like win 2 PvP fights raw. Like, just from that with no armor.
What is the other potion? Is that glowing?
Oh, it's a bottle of enchanting. You just go out to a shipwreck, essentially.
Yeah, there's a lot of things we could be doing right now, and
there's
nobody's
so
doing
many
them.
better things than mining down for gold. But you get the gold, I guess.
Yeah, it's fine.
But like,
the fact that nobody's crafted a clock yet is actually insane.
Are you looking for diamonds?
I guess this is
redstone.
Not the most efficient.
You just get redstone from the TNT. What? That's crazy. Get the furnace out. Gonna get clock, I guess. That's nice. Another unique craft, and more importantly, the clock goal. Wonderful, exciting, incredible. But it's
okay.
These lines are confusing me a bit. I can't lie.
In a spruce forest, which
Foxes.
Foxes.
AkaStu's got the clock, which is lovely. 9, 7. Are you looking for diamonds now? Is that AkaStu's line?
This is not the way.
How low are you? Like, but TNT does nothing in Deep Slate.
No. We need to find a cave is what we need to do.
Yeah, and we're in a rubbish cave.
Mhm.
But I
Foxes.
suppose it's a
Foxes
cave.
for Moo.
Foxes crazy 9-8. The comeback's crazy.
Okay, we are
Ooh,
back.
that's a better cave, and there's diamonds there, I think. Speed bridging. Oh yeah, you got fire res.
Now you don't. Okay, we're fine. Okay. The
That's a
thing is,
diamond.
though, we don't have a disc.
No, but if they're gonna force sniper duel, like you get them both
That's true.
just in the same night cycle, and just hope they don't do it first. There's so many skeletons here, but don't go for sniper duel. Just go up. Go up. It's night time. You can get
Yes.
sniper duel. You can get a disc. Maybe OK even is gonna get a sniper duel. Get the disc. More
Although
diamonds. Lovely.
doesn't really
Leave the
look.
cave.
It doesn't really look like Moo is trying for. Oh, okay, it's going for sniper duel. That's what you said.
I don't know if he is, but I think he should be.
Yeah.
But why are you? Why are you still in the cave, AkaStu? What are you doing? What's?
We need to get out. We need to start looking for bees. We need to start
Yeah.
looking for shipwrecks. We need to. Wait, how many diamonds do you need for horse armor?
You can't craft it.
You
You
can't
need to
craft
find
diamond
it.
horse armor.
The line for them, I'm not gonna lie. One of you go out to the ocean, shipwreck, get the bottle of enchanting, and then the other get bees whilst you're working on sniper duel and jukebox. Like that's the line. And then the person that's done enchanting, the bottle of enchanting, goes for like the finding snow or something.
This is crazy. We have AkaStu has a jukebox.
Chris gets horse armor.
Don't have
a disc.
I don't have a disc. Meanwhile, Chris and Moo both have discs now. Chris got discs
no
from
diamonds.
Bastion. Moo got a disc from a cave spawner or whatever it's called. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But they don't have the diamonds to craft a jukebox.
Oh,
It's
and
ridiculous.
Chris has just got the nether brick, but it's not going to be enough nether brick. Only 4.
Oh my god.
Just make the grindstone, but they're not going to be able to get the stuff to make the grindstone. They've also not got pearls. They only need 4 more things, but they're only going to need 3 more.
Has the diamond armor. AkaStu has the gold armor. Nobody has the. Oh wait, hold on. I'm a liar. Chris and Moo got the horse armor.
Yeah, and Chris got nether brick stairs. Suddenly it's 9-10. But suddenly it's going to be 10-10 if OK can hit this setup.
Come on. Oh my god.
Get sniper. Just put blocks to the side of you. Put blocks to the side of you. Don't let the spider up.
Oh no. Dude, if AkaStu fails the duel again, I'm going to lose my mind. I'm going to lose my mind.
It's OK that's doing it this time, but I don't know how far they are. Oh
my god, AkaStu is spending so much time with. We're both attempting to do it. AkaStu has a boat. Communication, guys.
No, because AkaStu is going for music disc because they've got the jukebox.
We got it. We got a music disc. We got the jukebox. Okay.
And then OK did sniper duel, so it's 11-10. It's so close.
Okay, we now have bees. We have.
You go. Yeah, you find bees. You do bees.
We have
because bees will be done by the next night cycle.
What is the bottom one again?
That's kill snow golem in the nether, but there's no snow to be seen. So there's an ocean there for OK. OK, you need to go out into the ocean. Get the bottle of enchanting, and then you're going to force them to have to do levitation.
And sorry, not a in the nether, just a regular snow golem is fine. So we need to find a snow biome.
You don't have to kill it in the nether. I thought it was kill it in the nether.
We need to find bee. There is so much RNG on this board right now. And here's the thing. Okay, listen. We have 3 goals that are RNG dependent with shipwreck, with bees with snow biomes, right? And we
Yeah.
have levitating. Chris and Moo are way further along as far as any percent goes. If it comes down to levitating, Chris and Moo have the advantage, and we're going to 3. This is just my prediction. Unless okay / AkaStu can win out some PvPs and steal some things. Now, Moo has found a shipwreck, but
Did
we
we get
did
the
not
bottle of
find
enchanting?
the enchanting bottle or the XP bottle.
Is OK gonna trade for it? Really?
Sorry, huh?
Trading for things is so slow, but it looks like OK is gonna trade for the bottle of enchanting.
What level does your
Like level 4 or something.
Okay, that's not the worst.
No, but it's slow. Like it'll take a while. It's a cleric. To be fair, clerics aren't too bad. They're pretty chill to trade with. But you don't have any gold. You like. It just doesn't feel
Somebody
great.
said
You could.
it's final level for XP bottle.
Is it?
Level
Oh,
5.
like you're not gonna. That's literally like gonna take you like 10, 15 minutes at least.
Yeah.
It's not worth it unless you're like right by bees. If you're right by bees, I can see the line. But AkaStu is probably going to get it quicker than OK, and Moo may even get it first. Looks like there's another shipwreck coming up, maybe. But I can't
Chris
tell.
has a beehive here.
Ooh, oh dear.
And I would like, as somebody said in the chat, and I would like that. I would like Chris to continue with the any percent to go for levitating. We have the pearls. We just need to go back and get some rods. And Chris is trying to get some unique crafts here. And have
They are
Moo
quite far
continue
behind there, though.
in the ocean here. Oh, no XP bottle in this shipwreck as well. But yeah, continue in the ocean here. Continue
Got the most
looking
unique
for
items.
these beehives for this snow biome. And kind of work on those 3. It's pretty easy to overlap those 3.
Yeah.
Okay, AkaStu finding a shipwreck, but once again, no XP bottle here.
Yeah.
Forcing out some unique crafts.
Yeah, makes a good headway there, but obviously still slightly behind. Oh dear. And OK is going to be forcing out the bottle of enchanting, which I don't know how well it'll work.
Yeah, I don't love this.
And
I feel
16
like
unique items from Chris is crazy. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if AkaStu and OK can bring it back. Yeah, they're at 55, but if they do go through with any percent, get into that nether, not the nether, the end, then there's just some that are just off limits.
there's so much you can do once you hit the nether as far as unique crafts.
Yeah. Shears there for OK. Do they have a beehive nearby, maybe? They're trying to get a fletching table by the looks of it right now. To be fair, if Moo and AkaStu keep getting rolled, then it's a line, but I just don't see it happening. I think one of them's going to get it. They're not that rare.
Also, side note, we're at 40 minutes right now. 20, we still have 20 minutes. That's still a decent amount of time, but it's really not that much considering, once again, no bottle of enchanting or bottle of XP for AkaStu in this shipwreck. That's like our 5th shipwreck without it. I don't know what the loot table is for it, but
yeah.
But yeah,
I don't know. I can have a look, but I didn't think it was that rare.
I didn't think it was that rare either. I think we're low-key getting RNG'd a little bit. The other thing to note here too, with Okrzej going
It's
for
a 14% chance that it spawns in a shipwreck,
14.
I think.
So that's what, 1 in 6?
Yeah, something like that. Like, it's not that rare. Like, yeah, it's not guaranteed, but you're gonna find it within a few.
The other thing to note, sorry, I was gonna say, with this cleric situation that Okrzej is going for, is this is not like 115. We don't have the trading bugs of
Yeah,
115 where you can just kind of
this is true.
instantly trade up to pearls. So it's just so much more of a pain in the ass because you have cooldown periods and stuff like that. Um, I just
ChrisXD
don't.
breeding those bees, trying to speed them up, get more down, more flowers. Whew.
Once again, I feel like we should be going for any percent with Chris and Moo. That being said, to be fair, they are. Oh, XP bottle for Moo. That's gonna be.
Oh,
That's gonna be
the
12.
game's over. The game's
Oh
over because Chris has the lead in. Oh no, but
no, no,
AkaStu only
no!
6 back.
AkaStu stole unique crafts, so
No,
we're at
just dyeing
11-11.
all the different shades. This is genius. I think this is my favorite play. Just go through all the rainbow of everything.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Because
No,
XD finding another kind of tree.
I agree with what Shadow said here in chat, is that going for trading for the XP bottle is only worth it if you're overlapping bees. And
Yeah.
they weren't. And so now we're down to bees and golem and levitating. Oh my god. This game.
Then
This
they're not going to get levitation. What's going to happen is they're going to fight over craft, and then they're going to race for bees. Chris wins the race for bees because his bees have been loaded for longer, as far as I'm aware, at least.
And here's the thing
he's got
too.
more bees.
Here's the thing is that once yeah, we're seeing the crafting going back and forth. But once Chris and Moo gain that bees, all they have to do is just grind out unique crafts to get themselves to
Exactly.
17. So we like Okrzej and AkaStu, I tried to combine their names, that did not work, need to grind out bees. They need to get bees. If they don't get bees, like, it's GG.
Yeah.
I think
But does Chris
realistically.
have copper?
Mm.
Because I think you've got to apply it. And so, I mean, maybe that's what he's looking for now. But, like, imagine Chris gets the wax but doesn't have the copper. And at that point, maybe there's a chance that Okrzej can pull it back. Because if he started, a minute later, but if it takes Chris a couple minutes to find it, then, maybe he's unloading these bees right now. I don't know how far he's gone, but he's in the jungle now. He definitely wasn't in a jungle a minute ago,
Yeah, I don't really see Moo and Chris are kind of not working on bees anymore.
Yeah.
I don't like this. I think bees is we need somebody working on bees. And yeah, we still haven't found a cold biome to do this snow golem. That's crazy. I agree.
Mm.
We do see AkaStu. I mean, AkaStu and Okrzej know that Chris and Moo have hit a bastion, so they know that they're at a disadvantage as far as the enemy percent goes.
Yeah.
So if you're them, do you try to grind out at any percent, or do you just run around in the overworld trying to find cold biome while somebody else works on bees?
I think you have to. I don't see another line that really works because they're not gonna. They've got 15 minutes to beat the game, which is possible. But the close structures, the close bastion has already been looted.
Mm-hmm.
All those resources have just gone, disappeared, not there anymore. So it's getting a lot harder than it was 30 minutes ago to beat the game in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean it's possible, but the only way it happens is if it goes into overtime, which I don't think it will. We're looking at it 10-12. Whoever gets bees first,
I think wins. Yeah.
bees first, and then as long as you can crank out the crafts. I mean, the problem is AkaStu and Okrzej still need one more.
Yeah, they still need they need bees and the golem.
And snow golem, yeah.
Now,
But like,
something that's so like, okay, I don't know about you, but like I know that the biome spawning in Minecraft, like as far as what spawns next to each other, is like pretty random. There is like some rules, but for the most part, it's like pretty random. And so every time I like see, like I'm like, oh, spruce forest, like taiga, it's like colder, so I'm getting close to a cold biome. That's not how Minecraft works. It's not like real life. That's not how
I,
it works.
it does, but
But
like,
it's
it
like
doesn't matter that much.
yeah. And
It's
so
weighted, but
yeah.
yeah.
You know, if you're in a desert, you might be like, "Okay, I'm probably not close to a cold biome," but, like, yeah. Anyways, sorry,
And
that was just my thought.
there's definitely patterns, and you can you can see the lines, and like temperature is a thing in Minecraft, and it's more prevalent in more modern versions. But it doesn't have that much effect because it's just random, and the game loves to be random. I think it's kind of, you see it most, and it's most predictable, I feel, at least in oceans, being able to tell like which direction of ocean is going to be a good ocean and which is not so good. Um,
Yes.
Based on things like temperature, but also things like noise and how, the shape, basically the shape of it. You can tell where it's going to be good. But none of them are in the ocean right now because the ocean's irrelevant.
Wait,
Um,
does wait, AkaStu has frostwalker boots.
yeah, because he's getting
Oh, there's the
everything
diamond
just to
horse
try and
armor
craft
that they
things.
needed 10 minutes
20
ago.
minutes ago, yeah.
I forgot that it spawns in blacksmiths as well.
Oh no,
Okay.
they've all got over 100 unique crafts. It's crazy how many crafts are coming out there.
Yeah, we're going bananas with this. Um,
Okrzej's got so much bread, too much bread. Honey level 3.
so
What's
how
this? We're on
far
honey
is
level 1.
Okashay? Here's the thing. Okashay is getting bees. Period.
Oh, they've got honeycomb. They've got it. Wax on. 11, 12. If they can get the crafts, then as soon as they get the golem, if that's the thing that happens, then they're good. They're good.
Okay, here's the thing now. Now here's the play. I think Moo here is looking for these cold biomes. Um, Chris needs to grind. Oh, actually, we're at 12 minutes. No, we
Chris,
can't get levitating in that time.
no, Chris has to go for it because if Okrzej and AkaStu manage to pull back craft, then suddenly it's gonna be 12-11. So realistically, what happens? There's a couple of lines. One is that AkaStu and Okrzej managed to pull off both crafts and golem. That's how they win. That's their line. But the other line is that Moo, realistically, is going to be the one that managed to pull off Golem, and then they either win there, or Okrzej and AkaStu manage to pull back crafts before they can do that, and then it's a race for levitation.
Okay, side note, sorry, I'm not trying to interrupt, but Chris has a mangrove. This is one of the new biomes in this
Minecraft.
version, and it gives you so much extra things because there's new types of wood. There's but on the other side, a costume finding cherry blossom, which is
Yeah,
also another type of wood. So, but I think right now I'd love to be able to see maybe our oh,
the Snow
who
Golem
gets
Blue Team
snow golem?
wins.
GG. It's GG.
1-1.
It's
Yeah,
GG. Oh my god. Oh
before they
my
could,
god.
before
And that's
AkaStu could get
it.
off the crafts.
We're 13. It's over.
AkaStu blowing things up now. Oh dear. No, oh,
Wait,
1-1.
yeah, we're just done, right? We don't keep playing,
No, we do
right?
keep. We do keep. Oh yeah, no, they're done. But we have one more round.
Yeah. Okay.
It's one more
Yeah.
round.
Can I have our lovely admin tell us what the crafts were at?
I know they hit 135. At least ChrisXD did, but he might have done more.
Okay, we're on to number 3. Kapow is not lovely. Okay, guys.
Oh dear.
I was talking about Andronicus, but Kapow can do it too.
That was a good match. It was a lot closer than the first one.
Oh, that was.
Um,
I didn't like that board. That made me so anxious.
No, it wasn't a
That
very
was
fun
stressing
board.
me out. I feel like
It was slow and painful.
there was
Like,
no overlaps. There were so many
yeah,
awful RNG based things. Like at the end of the day, I think what really won Chris and Moo that match was the RNG because they got
yeah,
foxes first, they got horse armor first, and they got the snow golem first. Like it just I didn't
yeah.
like that board.
I mean, Chris found a jungle, like just a load of
Yeah, he found
different
the mangrove
random
as well.
things. Yeah, to just
Yeah.
manage to get those crafts ahead. But that Lockout's quite RNG based. And it's all about trying to facilitate that good RNG.
Mhm.
And whether it was luck or whether they actually had a little bit more of a hand in it, I don't know. But clearly they've managed to even it out, and so we're into this final round to see really who takes it home, gets through to that next round.
Now, I will say, okay, predictions
Yeah.
on who wins this match here.
I feel like AkaStu and Okrzej have more potential. Like in terms of how far they can go. I think really what lost them that match was the decision to focus so hard on Sniper Duel and the decision to focus on Village for Bottle of Enchanting. Really, I think that it's just those decisions. I think mechanically they've been playing better. I think that, decision wise on the whole, they've been faster. But I
Mhm.
think there's just a couple of really key decisions that ended up losing them that match. And that's how Lockout goes.
Yeah.
But I think, if they can iron that out in future weeks, if they VOD review this and they think, actually, no, we wasted time there, then actually I think they become even more scary than they already are.
Mhm.
And I think they've got a lot of potential when it comes to that. But equally, Chris and Moo did just beat them, so maybe they're like the underdogs we're all waiting for.
No, I'm in agreement with you there. I think that oh my god, I'm moving. Sorry, my camera's not centered. Here, I can center it better. There we go. I think I'm totally in agreement with you there.
Yeah.
AkaStu and Okrzej definitely have better mechanics. Definitely better with the PvP. So I think that they need to lean into their PvP strengths a little bit more. Because imagine how much differently that match could have gone if we had some more PvP in the Nether. Obviously, once we got back to the end game and we were in the overworld, everybody was so far away from each other. Like we're not really PvPing, but yeah, I think, like you said, changing some of that decision making and making sure that we're not hyper focusing too much on one goal. That's like
Yes.
the essence of Lockout, the essence of AA as well, is that you cannot focus too hard on one thing. You have to be able to, in your brain, be thinking about like at least two, if not three or four things at once. Um, so I think also, like I said, there was a lot of RNG that went in favor of Chris and Moo. I think that AkaStu and Okashe didn't push the RNG to be in their favor, if that makes sense. Like
Yeah.
we didn't go as far. We didn't explore as much. And like you said, the ocean, I think you just ocean shipwreck it for
Yeah.
that XP bottle. That was like a real shame and time loss there. Um But I think, that board was pretty unique. We don't
Yeah.
usually see
That's one
boards.
word.
Yeah, we don't usually see boards quite that RNG dependent, quite that we had so little nether stuff that was kind of
Yeah.
weird. We had so little village stuff. Like there was really so little task overlap. So hopefully this next board is a little bit less awful.
Yeah, I also think that board particularly, like, it almost forced you into bad situations. Things like Sniper Duel, like, it forces you into those sort of things that you do have to be static for, but you can't really overlap. You
Mhm,
can't overlap Sniper Duel and Bees because they happen at opposing times of the day.
mhm.
Um, and so it gets really awkward with things like that. So it was just a
Yeah,
really horrible board that I don't think really favoured anybody. And so yeah,
no.
the RNG basically won.
Mhm. Yeah, Now, hopefully, we should be getting into the last. Oh,
Oh
perfect. Oh
yeah.
my god. Wow, it's like they're listening to me. Um, okay, this board much more interesting. We have a lot of things going on, a lot of things to talk about.
A lot of really nice ones, yeah.
I don't know if I love this board.
I really like it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking
Okay,
at it. I think it's
okay.
a lot of fun. There's tropical fish. That's kind of cool. There's a load that you can just do really early, and it's not that luck dependent because shipwrecks basically give the same things. You know, there's get poison, empty hunger bar, eat suspicious stew. They're all quite easy, quick ones. There's a lovely little what do you call it? Heart of the sea. Go for a shipwreck.
Go for
Wonderful,
BT.
lovely.
Yeah. And we're
Yeah.
starting here right off the bat with an ocean spawn. So
An
all
ocean
these
spawned by a desert with no trees, by the looks of it.
yeah, we're immediately going
Just swim for a
hitting this
shipwreck.
ocean. Yeah, I want to find a shipwreck first for sure.
Don't
Get
touch
that
fire.
suspicious stew.
That's an interesting one. People will possibly accidentally do that. It's quite easy
Oh
to.
yeah,
I think that's a weakness potion they need to brew if they fancy it. Obtain a dispenser, 15 levels, die to an iron golem, whoever finds a village first. Yeah, there's also get
kill a
levitation
snowman.
again.
That's
Yeah.
fun. That's gonna be another RNG dependent one.
Oh,
Make-
that's kill a snowman in the nether. That's the difference.
another one.
So the last one was just kill a snowman, and this one's kill a snowman in the nether.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Craft most unique items is a thing again. I didn't clock that. That'll be a fun one.
Yeah, and we have levitation again.
Yeah, it's basically the same board. There's goats. I really don't like breed goats. I don't like looking for goats.
Super
That's not fun.
RNG dependent. Breed hoglins is a lot easier to do.
Yeah.
We have dispensers, so we're gonna and spyglass again. So gonna want some
Eat
redstone.
10 foods is fun. Tame a horse. There's a lot of nice ones. There's a couple of horrible ones, but like surely one team is just fast enough that they don't have to go for it. There's also just a shipwreck there. Why are you not running directly to the shipwreck, AkaStu? Are you letting
Get
me
the
get
snow.
it?
No.
Like that is such a misplay.
Why is nobody
Oh,
going for the shipwreck?
why are you not going for it?
Oh, he's trying to fight.
Is it a
Oh,
bad
AkaStu,
shipwreck? AkaStu gets the sword craft.
Oh, and he
but
wins. He wins the PvP because of the sword.
yeah, no, but Moo's also got a sword and has more health.
So
Oh
Moo's
no,
gonna win it.
ChrisXD does. Sorry.
Yeah.
So, but Okrzej's here with tools. Kills ChrisXD. Now Okrzej is in the best position. Now, surely, I mean, it's a bad shipwreck, but it's still going to have a buried treasure chest.
So we need to get the shipwreck ASAP. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
You're in a warm ocean, so like tropical fish aren't going to be that far away. You're going to be able to find them for that bucket of tropical fish. But more importantly, you're going to be able to go get a shipwreck. It's just going to hand you things. The buried treasure is so close.
So close. Oh my
But,
god!
like,
And
you need to
we're
get it. You
not.
need to make a shield.
Yeah, we're not going to. We don't have pyrite on servers, right? So nobody can actually pyrite for this. So Okrzej is at a huge advantage here. Chris and Moo
Yeah.
are quite far away from this island as well. So, Chris, Winnie.
Lovely.
Oh, nice! That is a beautiful BT. We got so much iron from that. We got some emeralds, and we got that. Huh?
I didn't count it. You could just craft your own iron golem.
True. I don't think that's the best use of the iron.
No,
here.
it's definitely not, because you can just find a village. But ChrisXD finds a shipwreck with a poison potato. Gonna get poisoned first. Also a suspicious stew there.
Oh,
You
that's
can
gonna
just
be
eat the
two.
suspicious stew. Like you can eat it anyway. I think you don't.
Oh
need...
yeah, suspicious
Oh,
stew
and it
has
was a
poison.
poison one. Double.
Easy.
Lovely, but Okrzej going for those unique foods. But I mean, ChrisXD looks like it might just get it because, like, obviously we need 10, but like, you know, you've got 2 or 3 there that just nobody else is going to get quite so early. Yeah.
And chat mentioning, and they're right. You can't die to your own golem because there's no like villagers for it to, for you to hit for it to get mad at you.
But what if you hit somebody else's golem? What if AkaStu punches Okrzej's golem?
That's a great question. I have no idea.
Surely that works.
And Okrzej getting eating some raw beef here, so working
Yeah.
towards that 10 unique foods. I
I
think
got Spyglass again.
that is one that
You really want to get. It's
yeah.
a nice one to get. It's honestly, I think the eating food goals are some of the most fun because like it's a really nice overlap for everything, and like it's just always something to be thinking about, and I think that's a lot of fun. You know, forcing yourself to think about these things. But yeah,
And now what is the food on the bone, the meat on the bone advanced
that
to?
is empty your hunger bar, which nobody is going for right now. By the looks of it, maybe Moo's going for it. I don't know. But it's a good one to go for. Really, I think it'd have been good for ChrisXD to do it because just did poison could eat like a rotten flesh, you know. And then if you just go to the side, you're gonna have no saturation. In fact, you're gonna have hunger. If you get that trapdoor setup going, if you trapdoor and then you like jump and sprint and then you like hit a boat or whatever, that's like the fastest way to just deplete your hunger bar. But Okrzej just entering the nether right now immediately, which is kind of nice. Needs to make sure they don't touch the fire, which is there, and I think they touched it. No, they didn't touch it.
They did. They did, but maybe it doesn't count because it's blue fire.
Or maybe it is.
Oh, it has to actually burn you. I see.
Yeah, and you
Like
could.
you have
There's
to
that.
be on fire. Okay.
There's a really cool bug with. At least I think it's a bug where, like, if you're in fire for one tick, it does a tick of damage, but you don't get set on fire, and you can use that to negate like so much damage and knockback. It's really cool. They've started to work it into bridge routes. It's been so satisfying to see that, you know, basically everybody in playoffs was doing it. Whenever they were on the bridge, they were just whipping out flint and steel as they go up to the hoglin. They don't want to take that knockback. They don't want to get thrown into lava. AkaStu taming a horse here, lovely. And Okrzej about to enter a bastion.
Now, we don't really have anything that is super specific to a bastion. Like, I don't know, but it is good for unique crafts. I don't hate it. Is also
It's treasure. You could just pull full diamond armor.
this is true. I was gonna say it's good for diamonds.
Yeah.
Why did OK make 2 stews? OK made 2 stews because they are working towards the 10 food items. So did a suspicious stew and a regular stew. And I believe OK and AkaStu should get that one. We've been seeing Okrzej really grinding that one out, so I'm expecting them to see that. I think we're probably somewhere around 7.
That sounds about right.
Side note, Snowy Village for Moo. So we should see Moo getting both the Iron Golem, as well as the snowman.
Ooh.
Oh, no, we said our spawn. It's fine.
Yeah, but
we were working towards empty your hunger bar. Moo was already like pretty low.
And AkaStu and Moo are actually in the same village right now.
Do they know?
So the strat, surely, for Moo is just find the golem and die to it. Because there's no way you get the hunger bar now. Because you are just... You've got full saturation. More than full, because you've just died.
AkaStu finds Moo and kills them. Now, the thing
needs
is,
to just find their
Moo
bed,
did
yeah.
set a spawn.
And AkaStu's... No! Oh! AkaStu's on half a heart. This is bad. This is bad. Set spawn. Ooh. What is the line? Because Moo has no gear whatsoever. Does AkaStu go for the kill? Is AkaStu going to try and kill?
No, we're trying to go for the Iron Golem.
Oh, dies to Golem. No. AkaStu's going to die here.
Yeah,
I think it's the right line because none of them are going to get enough hunger now. And
yeah, so Moo stealing Iron Golem kind of right underneath AkaStu's feet.
Yeah.
That is tough. That was really close. And that brings us up to 3-3. It's kind of more of a 2-3 because of that unique craft
Yeah.
situation. But we do have Okrzej in the Bastion. That definitely
But
puts them at a
ChrisXD is in a monument.
Oh,
Can he find the what's it room? The sponge room, which is pretty common, but does he know his way around a monument? Because this is not the line I would take. But it's fine. Cause there's sponge, there's
there's the
sponge.
sponge. Nice.
Lovely. Get the sponge. You just need to smelt it. This is where you don't actually pick it up, but it's fine. Somehow not got mining fatigue
I
yet.
know, I'm impressed.
AkaStu is depleting that hunger bar. Netherite there for Okrzej, and diamond boots and a couple of extra diamonds. Lovely. More and no, this is actually crazy. Okrzej has enough netherite for 2 pieces.
That's actually really crazy.
Oh, I don't like this
the
line. I
one-time
don't like
treasure
this
is good.
line because you've just put your lava right next to wood. You're so likely to just get set on fire. I don't like it.
But we're
Too
fine.
scary for me. But I am a wuss. But like,
How
you
do
know.
we feel about AkaStu just grinding hunger bar here?
Yeah, I think it's the right play. You want to get things on the board. Like, the thing with Lockout is similar to AA. You want to get things done when you see them, and you know that like anybody else could also be going for hunger bar right now, and you want to get it before them. Yeah, it makes sense. Like, it's cool. I really like this because you've got this juxtaposition of the hunger bar, you know, emptying your hunger bar, but also of eating all these foods. And I think that's a really nice way to like balance it out. You know, how are you going to play? What are you going to go for? The balance between your teammates, because if one of your teammates is in the Nether, they're going to have way less food, like in terms of what they can get. So actually, like, really all of your progression on both of those different objectives is weighted on one person, and they can't do both.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
AkaStu finds snow though, so snow golem is not going to be an end of the line thing like it was last time, which is nice. But AkaStu gets empty hunger bar, lovely 4-3. Except one of them is kind of fake, and going to get the Enderman to kill him.
And Okrzej going here for 15 levels. And nobody else is working on that. Nobody else has really any levels, so that's pretty much a guaranteed here for Okrzej.
Yeah.
They're the only one in the Nether, so between the trading and grinding out these quartz should be easy peasy. Now on the other side of things, yeah, you were talking about
sponge. Chris does, which is, you know, the line. Anyway, what were you saying?
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say is that I think AkaStu should be guaranteed this snow golem. I didn't see Moo pick up any snow while in the village, which is definitely a mistake.
Unless that's 2 snow in.
No,
the
that's
hotbar
wool.
there.
That's wool.
That's wool. Yeah, no, definitely mistake. But you know, maybe the snow's not that far away. Maybe you think you can go back to it. But if AkaStu just finds a pumpkin, ChrisXD caught on fire, crazy. Now Okrzej can basically do whatever they want. They're gonna get the levels. They don't have to worry about fire anymore. Lovely. ChrisXD hands them a goal.
Yeah, how did Chris light on fire there? Hello?
I don't know.
Somebody chatter.
I think trying to get food.
Oh, yeah, they were lighting food on fire. Okay.
Yeah. And Okrzej gets that 15 XP levels. 6-5, 13 minutes in, it's close.
It is close.
It's basically 5-5 with one in the middle as well. So.
Yeah, pretty much. We're pretty much tied here. That being said, I think AkaStu should get Snow Golem here. Just needs to find an enter at this point.
Yeah.
So we should bring us up to 6. Okrzej as well in a better position for that diamond armor. Since they have at least the boots. Why are we? Oh, okay. We have lots of snow. For a second, I was like, "Hello, let's not bridge with our snow blocks that we need."
Yeah, it's probably a good idea. Does AkaStu have pumpkins? Yeah,
yes,
they
have a
do.
pumpkin. Yeah,
And they've got a light, so all they need is a lava pool.
yeah.
Surely they find one.
Now I would like
Okrzej's.
to see Okrzej is still here doing trades. I don't mind that. That's fine. But I would like to see them start working towards finding a fortress
Yeah,
because we
definitely.
need it for the saddle for the ride pig carrot stick
Yeah.
situation. And we also need what is is it just the potion on the top?
I think it is weakness, so you need to
No,
brew a
weakness is
potion of
the
weakness.
sword one.
No, 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 no. So that's obtain the effect of weakness,
Ah.
and then there's brew all the different potions. So you can get really lucky and have them all on the same board, which is what we saw a second ago. I say a second ago at the very start of the match, because there was eat suspicious stew and get poison, and so it just happened that the suspicious stew was poison, which is a lovely line. But it's the same kind of thing as that. You can get them both, and that's really cool and lucky. Or you can get lots of different effects.
Also, I was not paying attention. Moo and Chris actually ended up taking the 10 unique food items. I thought that was
Oh
going to go to
wow!
AkaStu and Okrzej,
Me too.
but yeah, they ended up
AkaStu did manage to kill a snow golem in the Nether just now.
yeah. So that is going to bring us to 6-5. I'm going to call it that because of the unique craft situation.
Yeah.
And yeah, we do also need to go to the bastion uh like I said, for the saddle, but we also need to get potentially a brewing stand. You can also find one in a village.
Yeah.
And is there anything else in the Nether? That's
Um,
it.
Hoglins. I don't know if that's
Oh
been
yeah,
mentioned.
breed hoglins.
There's also End Crystal. I don't know if that's been mentioned either. Um, which is just fort and glass basically, and a gas tier, which is horrible, but it's pretty consistent. Yeah. There's also, I suppose, the spyglass, but I don't know what their line is right now. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what they're gonna go for. I think Okrzej is obviously gonna go for the fort things, but
Mhm.
beyond that, like Chris and Moo, I don't know what you head for. Like,
Yeah, I think Moo and Chris need to send somebody to the Nether ASAP.
yeah, you
'Cause
want to
there's a lot of
steal
Nether
the
things.
stuff from beneath Okrzej's nose. That's really the line that you need, because then you prevent them from their advantage.
Exactly.
And because the way that it is, if they just keep running around, I don't know, are they looking for a pillager outpost? Like, if that's what they're doing, they're just gonna lose.
Mhm.
AkaStu finds an igloo.
No basement though, sadly.
No basement, which is
The
annoying because there's get absorption. Not absorption, resistance. I always call it absorption. But Okrzej finds a fortress. So just another few objectives just going to be handed to him. And
And
it's a Crimson Forest for Hoglin.
yes. Yeah, so that's potentially 3 or 4 at an advantage, directionally towards, it's not
Yeah.
fully guaranteed. And on the other side, we have AkaStu here finding mountains, which we are going to be looking for goats here.
Yeah, I don't know
Uh
if they can spawn on this one though,
no,
but
but this isn't like a full on mountain biome, is
no,
it?
but well,
I don't
no, I
know how
don't. I
biome.
don't know.
I don't know if this
Um,
counts or not.
I yeah, no, and goats only really spawn on the rocky ones, I think.
Yeah,
Like I think is it the windswept ones? I don't know. I don't play this version enough,
I know.
but I don't know if goats will spawn here. But it might lead you closer to where goats can spawn.
Moo took a death in a
Ooh,
cave and did not set their spawn point again. So they are completely set back to spawn. This is a
that's
huge,
harsh.
huge setback here for Chris and Moo. Completely, Moo was far from spawn. I mean, not crazy far, but far enough
Yeah,
that I don't think it's worth it to go find your stuff again. And you need to completely restart. That is not where you want to be at all.
yeah. You know what's
And
kind of
now
crazy?
yeah,
That they don't have tropical fish in a bucket. Anyone?
I know because we had war motion at spawn.
Yeah, we're in a warm ocean. Like, yeah, I think they're not quite right, but it's like the adjacent biome to where you're going to get tropical fish.
Mhm,
Like, just follow the ocean for 5 minutes and you'll just get it. Like, and you know what else is common in ocean? Geodes. You're
mhm,
gonna get the
mhm.
stuff at Spyglass. And it looks like we're going to get Hoglins here for Okrzej. 8-5. They're starting to take a little bit of a lead, but we've seen this happen before. They've taken a lead before, and it's all come crumbling down. AkaStu digging down, but what for? Dispenser, maybe?
I think yeah, we're looking for a cave. The choice to dig down while look for a cave in a mountain biome, it's a choice. I don't know if
that's
it's a
definitely
good
something.
choice, but it's fine.
Go for Ancient City.
Yeah, just kind of an obnoxious place to dig down from, but it's fine.
No, what he's going for is the Ancient City because he's going to find a Knot Chapel where you're going to get the lovely, wonderful not absorption resistance, but also an Ancient City where you can use a hoe to get rid of all the skulk and you'll find diamonds underneath it. And then on top of that, you're going to find redstone and string for the dropper. And then on top of that, there's going to be a geode poking out the side.
Okay.
And on top of that, there's going to be a goat that spawns in the middle portal thing, just randomly. Two of them, and you're going to be able to.
Because you're in a mountain biome?
Yeah, but because you're in a mountain biome.
No, but we're not even in a mountain biome anymore. We're in snowy plains.
It's fine. It's fine. ChrisXD finds a ruined portal. There's a gold block there. I don't know if he got it, but there's a gold block. That means that if you just get the hoe out, you find an apple, you're gonna get absorption. You're gonna pull it back. You're gonna make that golden apple. Num num num. Delicious. Scrummy. Wonderful.
My eyebrows are gonna end up in my hairline real quick.
Fair enough. AkaStu there, lovely, is going to get that dispenser, finds the redstone, has the string, but they're going to craft it with snow. No, they're not. Lovely. Snowy dispenser, that's a shout. Unique crafts, that goes up, gets dispenser 9 to 5, basically a job.
Okrzej here in the bad part of the fort. We did collect some nether wart, which is what we're gonna need for brewing. But we have not found a saddle, unfortunately.
Yeah. One day. AkaStu gets diamonds, 2 of them. You know, maybe AkaStu and Okrzej are going to meet up and get more diamonds, share them, get the full set.
So the full set, does it need to be one player who does it, or can it be shared between
Yeah, because one player's got to wear a full set.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, to get the cover me.
Horrible. Such a horrible goal. We had the fruit berries and Dylan game. It ended up going to whoever could get diamonds first, and Dylan had a huge lead, but just kept getting rolled on the last couple diamonds, and it was actually so painful.
Yeah.
Because it's not fun to just watch strip mining. I'm not gonna lie.
What, you don't enjoy strip mining Minecraft?
There's a reason they do it off camera, you know? I enjoy doing it myself, but watching somebody else isn't that great. And I had a really long argument with a friend about how they were convinced that it was faster to do it by trades. It's
crazy.
Not. It's not. It's really not. Because it took them an hour to do it, basically focusing that with a couple of overlaps to trade it, because it costs so much. You can level it up to level 2 and get chain literally with 27 emeralds, but the cost of diamond armor doesn't decrease very much unless there's tech that I don't know about, which there might be. I'm not that into my villagers, but unless somebody can figure out crazy tech to decrease the price, then it's not going to be faster. You're going to have to mine for it.
Okrzej here, heading out of the nether with 3 rods. Obviously, we're not really focusing on the any percent here. It's not really worth it.
Yeah.
Because all we have is levitating. So yeah, just going up for.
Gets rid of the netherite.
Out of the netherite is crazy.
No, but surely you just put it on your pickaxe.
True. But that's kind of worth it.
It's
but you have to make a smith the table.
He's got the iron.
Yeah, but it's not worth your time. I understand. I understand why he's doing it, but it is a little painful.
The aura That's what they say these days, isn't it? I actually
Yes.
don't get how that word got on. Like,
What do you
it's
mean?
it's such a choice of slang.
Aura is a good word.
Uh, I've never been a fan of aura as a word, to be completely honest.
Oh, okay.
I've always been an aura denier. Ever since I was a young boy, I've always thought aura. No, there are better ways. There are better ways to phrase the atmosphere around somebody.
Because this is the way we don't want matches to go to a 2-3 situation or one. You know what I'm trying to say. To the third match because we just start delving into stupid topics.
But it's fine because
It's fine.
I mean, right now, what are they even going for? Okrzej is looking for an apple. ChrisXD isn't looking for an apple. Why is ChrisXD not forcing an apple? He's got all the gold. Why not? And so Okrzej is just going to steal it from him.
Wait,
Like,
what do we need an apple for?
For absorption from the golden
Oh,
apple or the
yeah.
resistant, yeah. Like, but why didn't ChrisXD got the gold? He was by oak trees. He's got a hoe in his hotbar. Why did you just let him have it?
Apparently,
Why?
runners are losing their minds just as much as
Yeah. Well, you get that mental tilt, but like I'd have thought that ChrisXD and Moo would be completely on it, like because you've just clawed back a game. You know, you're thinking, yeah, we just clutched that game up so hard. That was a huge W. Now we're gonna head into the next one, and we're gonna get another huge W. But maybe not. What is Okrzej doing? Mining your portal?
we need Obby for. Oh, for the end crystal?
No,
No,
not at all.
What do we need Obby
Oh,
for?
no, because he's found another lava pool, maybe, and only has enough obby for one portal. That's my guess. So he's going to mine it up and then do another portal?
For what?
Just so that he can get out the nether whenever he needs to
That's
leave.
fair, I guess.
I'm
Okay,
guessing.
Okay, fair enough. We do have. I think we have efficiency on this diamond pick, so whatever.
Yeah. Going
Yeah.
into a cave?
I like this. We're looking for diamonds here because
yeah.
we know in this version, diamonds only spawn 2 when they're exposed to air, diamond veins, but they spawn up to 8 when they're not exposed to air. Oh, goats for AkaStu, or at least one
Oh,
goat.
love
But,
two. Goats in a
yes,
boat.
goats in a boat. But yeah, so basically water counts as being not exposed to air. So caves are just like by far the best place to find good diamond veins.
Funky.
Goats in a
That's
boat.
having to use what looks like it's going to be leaves and a composter maybe to try and get the wheat to breed the goats, which is
Yeah,
crazy.
oh wait, we're getting seeds. Are we gonna? Oh no, we're getting seeds. We're gonna use bone meal to grow the wheat.
And
This-
is Okrzej looking for diamonds or is Okrzej looking for an enter? That's the question.
I think we're just looking for diamonds, right? Because we don't need anything else in the nether. Well, we need diamonds and we need amethyst crystal and we need copper for the spyglass.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't think diamond armor is that line. I mean, maybe, but I think you just like force cake or something.
Yeah, because we
Like,
need 3 left. We have goats already, so
yeah.
we're at 11. So we need 2 more. We unfortunately did not find a saddle in the fortress.
You're
So that's
gonna like if you go back into the nether and find a ghast, you're gonna get the crystal.
Mhm.
So I think Okrzej should just force that immediately. Get the crystal.
I like the fact that Okashay's in it. I mean, this cave, it kind of died. It kind of sucks, but I do think caving is the right play here for
Yeah.
Okashay because we're looking for, like, we might as well look for diamonds while we're looking for an amethyst crystal while we're, whatever.
Yeah.
And then I think on the other side of things, um, we, we have this stuff for brewing. I don't know if we want. It's kind of a big time sink.
Brewing, it's not that bad because I think it's weakness. Weakness doesn't actually need nether wart. I might be wrong. It might not be weakness. But I think
Okrzej does have nether wart though.
yeah, but like it's literally all you need is a spider eye, a mushroom, and a piece of sugar, and then a water bottle with your brewing stand because you've already got all of the rods that you might need.
Yeah. So it would be good if Okrzej finds a spider as well.
Yeah.
So I think that's a great no. Okrzej has brewing or has blaze rods already. So
Wait,
yeah, I would like
why
to see.
are you getting more bone meal?
I don't think that he has enough for.
He's got 4. 4 should get the wheat. Yeah,
There we go.
yeah, 3.
There we go. Okay, we have 2 wheat. Is that enough for goats? Yes. Now, okay. As we're talking about Okashe and their choices for mining, we
Yeah.
actually see them brewing the glass here. So we should be seeing
Yeah, they're gonna
potions happening. But
get the potion out
we don't have
tonight.
a spider eye.
No, but it's about to be night.
That's true.
And I suppose the line is that they like get the spider eye, they go into the nether, they get the ghast, and they win.
Yeah. Somebody mentioned, can't they get the potion out of an igloo basement? All 3.
No, that's splash potion.
Yeah, and also all 3 of our igloos so far have not had basements.
Yeah.
Which that's some shit RNG because I think it's 50-50 whether they spawn.
OKJ finds another enter, which is lovely because you don't have to use the obsidian, even though realistically you're not going to need it because as soon as you go back into the nether, as soon as you find that ghast, the game should be over if they play this right.
Yeah. What happened to this we need we're looking for spiders. I see.
Yeah, spider eye. Ooh, AkaStu is flying through the ice biome. Lovely bit of ice boating there.
Did you ever like play the ice boating mini games?
No, not really. Me and my friends had a racetrack in a server.
Mhm.
And we had a little texture pack for all of our different boats. That was pretty cool.
That's cute.
But and they all looked like race cars except little dinky boats.
That's so cute.
And we'd race to get lap times, but I can't lie, it lasted for about a week, and then I got bored.
No, it's not. I like spider here for Okashe. Sorry.
And they get
cut
the
you off.
eye. They get the eye. Yeah,
They
lovely.
get the eye on first drop.
They just
Now,
craft it. Just do it.
AkaStu has a lush biome here. We saw the little tree at the top, and they are digging down. What do we need out of lush biomes?
Oh
my god, that was scary.
It guarantees you a good cave.
True.
That's probably the line.
Things.
Tropical fish.
Oh,
they spawn. Oh, lovely. I mean, yeah, there's oceans, but like tropical fish guaranteed, pretty much. Surely, fine. So Okrzej is doing exactly what I thought he would. As soon as you get the potion, which is done, it's 12:05. Gonna go back into that nether. Gonna be on the ghast hunt. You need to get out of this biome. You need to head further into the nether wastes, away from the crimson, because the ghast won't spawn in the crimson. So you want to head into the nether wastes where they can spawn. And yeah. It's just an RNG game. Unless AkaStu can find the tropical fish, which it looks like they're about to do, and the game
that's
over.
gonna be it. That's an axolotl. That's
wrong one. The fish was below. There was a fish below, I swear.
Yeah, we saw it. It was like orange.
Unless it's just a different axolotl. No, it's there. There's a little dinky one.
Turn around, streamer. The axolotl ate it.
Oh dear!
Because axolotls eat tropical fish.
The axolotl was the cutest predator.
Bad RNG, man. Okay, here's a ghast here for Okashe.
Are you gonna get the ghast here? Like, do you have looting? No. You're just gonna rip it. Don't let it fall in lava. Don't let it. I don't like this. It's dead. Did it drop? It does drop. Go down. Get the boat out.
Get a boat.
You've got a boat, but he died from a boat earlier. To be fair,
Yeah, the boats
maybe it's scary.
can be scary on servers.
I think you should go for the water bucket clutch, don't you?
Yeah, in the Nether for sure.
Yeah.
Okay,
It
wait,
works
never mind.
perfectly.
Tropical fish for AkaStu. We're done.
Lovely.
A final 13-5 for AkaStu and Okrzej to win out this match 2-1. GG's. That yeah, what a good last match. I think as much as the fact that AkaStu and Okrzej didn't win at 2-0, I feel like they'll feel a lot better about winning this last match so strongly. 13-5, they were in the middle of working on a bunch of other advancements as well. So really comfortable win here for them on that final seed. And they are going to be moving forward in the bracket to play against the winner of Vathel and Cube versus
Ooh.
Flezzy and Carrot.
Be interesting match. Lovely. Oh, yeah. Well, good luck to them. They've had a very strong performance in the tournament so far. They're obviously winning all their matches, but actually winning most of their matches by quite a good margin. Which is good.
Like they beat Mustard and Emeralds 13-11, 13-9, but they won their first matches 13-5 and 13-4. So that's a really comfortable early win. Obviously, the competition only gets more difficult.
Yeah.
We all know Cube is the XAA world record holder, so that's a little bit scary. But I'm really impressed with AkaStu and Okrzej. They're really proving themselves to be an impressive pair. And I think they should be really happy with what they've done so far. I think we're going to get them in for a quick interview.
Hello.
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 Oh,
Maybe interview? Sorry, I saw them
Maybe.
in the commentating booth, so I assumed they wanted in, but maybe not.
maybe.
Hello. Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, there we go. Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Welcome. Congrats on the win.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks.
It was so close match, dude. I think we almost choke it when I died to the golem. I
Yeah.
just split myself and then I can't die by golem. That was so stupid. But it was so good.
Yeah,
the pullback was crazy.
let's actually we'll circle back all the way back to the beginning. I know it's kind of a long time ago, but that first seed, I believe you won it 13-5, or I guess it was like 11-5. It was a FF.
Yeah.
But that first match, you guys looked so comfortable. You got a really early advantage and just kind of maintained that throughout the match. Did you have any thoughts, feelings, communication that was going on between the two of you during that first round?
We know the first seed, it was good for us because we like fast seeds. We can do so many things, and then we just locked in and got it somehow. It was good. The first seed, the first fight with I don't know who, but I got so close fight. I got with an axe, and on 3 hearts I killed someone. I don't know who is that, but it was so close.
Yeah,
there was a crazy clutch.
I think this match was the match we saw the most PvP so far out of all the matches.
Yeah.
And you guys are really fantastic at it. I loved what I was seeing. Do you guys have PvP experience?
Yeah, before that I was like low tier 3 in axe and swords PvP. So maybe from that I'm good. But...
Nice. How about you, Okrzej?
lovely.
Do you have any PvP experience?
I think I played before, but not really like for tiers and anything. I just play a lot of practice servers and think.
Okay. So yeah, I think that's a great advantage going in. I'm very impressed with that. I loved I think was it Okrzej who is got a really bad crit off. You didn't have a shield and you pulled out the lava bucket to clutch it out.
just didn't get any wood from Nether. I forgot about it totally. And I saw him on like trading with piglins for I don't know pearls, I think.
Yeah.
Or that was scary. I mean, if I didn't have a lava bucket, I just would die.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
That's
crazy.
scary.
But I think that made them forfeit really after you beat
Oh
them.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
really good
so-
quick thinking on your part to pull out the lava bucket.
Yeah, definitely. How do you feel about that second game? Obviously, it didn't go quite so well. Was it because the board wasn't good? Is it because it was a bit slower? Yeah.
We
Any
don't
thoughts on that?
need to talk about second seed. It's never happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair
Yeah,
enough.
we had I think, it was a mixture of like you guys said, you guys liked that fast seeds. And it was I did not like that board either, just putting it out there.
Yeah.
But there was a few mistakes from your part. I think we talked about the XP bottle situation.
And sniper duel I struck it like
Oh,
5
yeah.
times.
Yeah.
But at least I got 2 enchanted golden apples from the temple. It was
Oh,
crazy.
that was crazy! I was so mad. If only you got that their second game when you were all looking for absorption. It was
Yeah.
crazy because I think it was Chris. He got like he had a hoe in his hotbar and he had all the gold and he just didn't go for a golden apple and then literally like 10
no.
minutes later.
He did go for the golden apple, but he was trying to get it from birch trees, which don't drop
Oh.
apples.
Oh.
And then like, he just then
Classic.
leaves, and then 10 minutes later, you come across some gold, and you just get it. And it's like, why did you not do this? I mean, it worked out for you, I suppose. But it's... But
Yeah, so we can. So we don't need to talk too much about that second
Yeah.
seed, unless there's anything else you guys want to say about it.
I don't think so. It was just bad.
Do you think it's worth practicing some of those slightly slower seeds in case they come up again in the future of the tournament? Do you think that's worth it?
I mean,
Yeah, that's. We shouldn't practice more. Like we played maybe 2 games of Lockout before.
That's fair. But no,
Always
maybe it gets real now, you know? Yeah.
You gotta lock
Always
in.
when Okrzej wants to play the Lockout, I was so bored of this game, so we don't practice too much.
yeah,
Fair enough.
And then we can jump over to the third seed. You guys did quite well in that. I think, winning out that early PvP fight for that really good shipwreck, very impressive.
Oh, yeah.
And then getting into that nether first also put you guys at an advantage. Any thoughts about that seed?
Yeah, that
That
really
was
never
good.
really clutched up because I just spent the whole game in the nether. This is
Mhm.
fair admit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we Okrzej saw the logs, so he just crafted the boat, and I was for DK. I was mimicking, and Okrzej killed everyone. And we got the Heart of the Sea, we got Bird Treasure, Filthy Island, so we can craft everything we want.
Yeah, like that third match when we saw this shipwreck, we thinking what we should do, and then 10 seconds later, oh, there is a tree. Like I'm just gonna craft the boat and swim faster. But
Yeah, no, congrats. What I was gonna ask, what is your guys's, obviously you talked a little bit about your PvP background, but outside of that, what's your Minecraft background like?
Like, I'm just recording videos, I'm YouTuber, so maybe from that I also know something. And then we just started speedrunning, and we are creative, I think, top 3 in Poland and top 5 in the Random Seed Glitchless.
Nice.
So yeah.
And do you just play 116 RHG?
Yeah.
nice. Okay.
We got 907 and 912, so that's kind of good.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty good there.
Yeah, it's okay, we never
Yeah.
just the sub 10 or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Well, congratulations on the win. You guys are going forward to whoever wins out of Lathil and Cube versus Flaze and Carrot. Do you have a preference of which team you would like to face up against next?
Like I don't really want to play Cube flat because they're really strong. Like they playing a lot of advancements, speedruns, duos, so like communication and stuff can be really good. So it can be a hard match, definitely.
Okay, that's fair enough. I feel like that's
Yeah.
most people's answer would probably be, I
Yeah.
don't want to play the XA world record holder. Like, but that being said, do you guys have any hopes and goals of as far as how far you think you'll make it?
I think it will be cool if we will win against Feinberg. And
Yeah.
That's your
I
goal?
think, yeah, that's his goal.
I love
That's
that.
fair. Who scares you the most? Is it Feinberg and Mime, or is there another team that you think actually that's a bit scarier?
Maybe Hacks and Troll.
That's what I was thinking. They look scary.
Yeah.
Especially like because you seem like you're very good at those more linear seeds that make a lot more sense and are a lot faster. That's also probably at least Hax's strength, isn't it? So
Yeah.
that could be a scary competition. But no, you got this.
Yeah, no. We were saying at the beginning, you guys aren't necessarily as well known in the greater MCSR Lockout community, and we've been really impressed with your performance so far.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to see what else you guys can bring in your next games next week. That being said, before we get into next week's games, we do have some more games this week to finish out our 8-round bracket. Like I said, I don't know what I'm saying. All of these matches are being streamed from here on out until the end of the tournament. So we had this game today. We do have another game in
Yes.
a few hours.
Yeah,
5
2.5 hours.
2.5
I think.
hours. I can't do math.
Yeah,
2.5
I
hours.
hope it's not 5.
And that's going to be Feinberg and Mime versus Rox and Robley. I know a lot of people are looking forward to watching that, so definitely come back for that. And then we have another game tomorrow. That's going to be Fruit Beers and Dylan versus Ather and Altoid. That's going to be at 23:30 GMT or 18:30 EST. 18:30 is 6:30 for those of you who don't do 24 hours. And then we have 3 games on Saturday. So definitely come back for Saturday. We're going to have 3 games pretty much back to back. Kapow and Mr. Budgie versus Andrew and Tiger, Lathel and Cube versus Blaze and Carrot, and TJ and Eric versus Automat and Sopal. And then finally, we will be there on Sunday for the last game for Hacks and Raul versus Red Pill and Aquacourt. So many games. I know Andronicus just put the schedule in the chat, so go check that out. Make sure you also join the Discord to be updated on all the things that are coming up, future matches, all that stuff. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow. Oh my god.
Hey,
We'll see you guys in
couple of
2
hours.
hours for that Feinberg match. And yeah, that's it for me.
Yeah.
Thank you, Provision, for commentating with me. Once again, congrats to AkaStu and
Okrzej.
okay. Oh my god, my brain. It's the end of the day. I'm losing it. I'm losing it.
Well done.
And yeah, GG guys. We'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks.